All right, here we are hanging out. Mr. John Robert Quinn, guy, creator of Cindiego, and hanging out here with Erica Kano'i. And we're going to be talking about tax prep and real estate, a bunch of other really cool stuff here. And I think what I really want to do is just kind of dig deep into who are you, what do you do, and all of those things. So how are you?
I'm doing well.
You're doing well.
I'm doing well. I'm uncaffeinated and unplugged, so we'll see how this goes.
And we're going to have fun. And this is the first of a series. We're going to do a total of 10 of these. They'll be up on Cindiego.com, and of course up on her website, and YouTube and social media and all that stuff. So
that fun stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so tell me a little bit about what it is that you do. What do you do?
So I do a lot of things, and what I love to do is educate and outreach.
Mm-hmm.
I love to teach people and demystify and make taxes not as scary, so then they understand what's going on. Okay, most people don't know what's going on. Well, that's because Congress doesn't know what it's doing. Okay, the other thing is real estate. If you're looking to buy, you're looking to sell, you want to do investments, you're looking to create generational wealth, how do you get started? Well, that's why I'm here. And then how they balance out one to the other, because there's tax stuff related to real estate and, and how to maximize your expenses with your real estate.
Let me ask you a really maybe controversial question. Do people, the answer is yes, do people get into real estate because of the tax loopholes? Is that smart to do?
It depends on your price points.
Okay.
That really does. If you're just holding on, it's like a big mega corporation buying a dying or unprofitable business to offset their income. So it depends on your price point. It really does. So if it's someone like me, who it's just me, and me and my brother want to buy a duplex, we're buying a duplex not necessarily to make money right away, but with the understanding that, hey, if we make $100 after everything's said and done, great, we're gonna go put that $100 into either a savings account, a CD account, just letting it grow to its appropriate amount, and then reinvest it. Does that make sense? So it depends on your price points.
Now, if you're going to invest in a home, in a duplex, does that make sense to pull the money out of the equity out to turn around and leverage onto other properties? Because it seems like that's what got people into trouble the first time.
I don't recommend it, especially if you can use whatever you're generating to then put into the principal to pay it off faster. Because the faster you can pay it off, that means the more rent you can have, then you can then use that rental income to go ahead and purchase another property to leverage the rental income that you're getting to get a separate loan for another.
Okay, so with what you're doing real estate, and you're also doing tax prep, generational wealth planning. What other elements are you working with?
What I do is a lot of financial guidance, especially if you're in debt and you have goals. Whether that goal is to buy a new car, improve your credit in a way, because I do not do credit repair. That is not my forte.
You want to know that? You want to know?
Budgets.
I can fix your credit right now. You want me to fix your credit? Pay your bills. Keep your credit cards below 30%. Don't open too many lines. Don't apply for too much credit. I guarantee you'll be a 700 score. Pretty simple, right? Pay your bills. Keep your balances under 30%. Don't open too many lines, and don't have too many credit cards. It's pretty simple.
You should go get licensed. You should start your own. You should absolutely start. Right. But what, we can instruct people, say, hey, how do I do this? Okay, I can give you a step-by-step little diagram, even a Monopoly chart of how to do it. But at the end of the day, I can't make you do it.
Correct.
And so when I talk to individuals who I've worked with and gotten them into a reasonable budget, that they still have spending money, that they're still saving, and then, you know, they're good for about 3 months. That's the average right now, is 3 months. Month 4, they go and they blow it, and they're like, oh my God, now what do I do?
You know why that
And
is,
then
though. You know why that is. It's human behavior. They say that when you know, we have a new year, we're you know, what is this, the 5th or the 6th of January, you know, people are still in their New Year's resolution phase, right? It takes 90 days to create habit. And the problem is that 3 months, they were screwing up in week 1 of 2 months, but they finally just threw it all away at 3 months, which is before the 90. They never created any habit. You have to create habit.
You have to create habits. And it wasn't like it was asking a lot, because when you want to create those good financial habits, you have to start with the little things.
Yeah, but the people, the first thing they do is they get on Instagram and they look at what we were just talking about. You know, everybody wants a flat black Lamborghini, and everybody wants a matte black Mercedes G-Wagon, and they all want, you know, 4 girlfriends in Barbados. You know, the problem is that our society has told people that everybody can be rich and famous. And you go in debt doing that. You have to learn that balance. That's where you come in, right? You have to learn that balance.
People come to me, oh my God, what am I doing? Why can't I? And so then we sit down and we do this whole finding. And so people are very vulnerable and people are very emotional.
They freak out.
They freak out because, and then they have this, they start talking down about themselves. Oh my God, I'm such a terrible person because I spent whatever.
That's bad.
But that's right. But that's emotional manipulation that they've learned from as a child. Not that I'm putting on them,
or a spouse,
or whatever it is. But then that might be a deeper thing that they might need to go talk to a therapist. I am not a licensed therapist.
No, but and then the other sad part about it is people, you know, retail therapy. We all do retail therapy.
Oh yeah,
we all do retail therapy. One of the things that I do, don't do this unless you have discipline, please, is when business is slow, I'll treat myself to something. I'll use like the last of my money, available money. I'm talking credit, I'm talking about the cash I have.
Can I tell you something?
Hold on a minute. And I hold on, it's your show, and hold on a minute. And I invest into myself. And then I feel really good. And then I get back to work the next day. I've rewarded myself, and I make tons of money. I grew.
Right. Because you treated yourself.
Yes.
You treated yourself on that.
Sorry, you can go.
Okay. I actually don't have any credit cards. And
well, I can't say the same.
Right? I mean, I have 1 credit card balance left, but when you're talking about discipline, I had to make that choice.
Correct.
Going, I know what my weaknesses are.
But see, this is why you take her advice, because she is helping people do exactly what you're doing. It's you know, there's a lot of people that give advice on this stuff, but then they have terrible finances.
Right.
I do see those people all the time.
Right.
There's a reason why you're in the position that you are, and you help people because you've actually done it.
Right. If I'm not, you know, whatever, you know, I'm human. You know, whatever financial mess I've ever made, I've had to take responsibility for it, and I've had to take the steps to it, whether that be actually pay a credit repair company to come help me out, or having to deal with things. You know what? I've had to do that. How else would I know to be able to help someone else? You know, I can't, if someone's in a hole and they're in a deep, you know, really deep hole, whether that be an emotional one because of finances,
Mm-hmm.
and they can't see the way out,
Mm-hmm.
I'm there to kind of shine a light and throw a rope going, hey, pick it up, let's go.
No, I love it. I love it. And just the guidance, helping people. You know, so many people want to buy a home, and they might have owned a business and they've got tax problems, and that prevents them from buying a home. You're able to solve that problem. People have financial issues and they still want to buy that home, but they can't, whether that's credit cards or whether that's they don't have any investments, their DTI is out of whack, whatever. Again, you can sit down and you can help people with that.
Right. And if I don't have the answer, I know someone
but
who
you've
does.
got the resources. Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And the other thing that I've started having a lot of conversations with, especially when we're talking about credit, is, you know, the foreclosures, you know, because people are behind, You know, if they're only behind a little bit, well, let's talk, because they automatically think, oh my God, it's going to be a short sale. No. If you were smart and did not pull any equity out, and you've only missed and you can't make up the last 10 payments, they can still walk out with money, and they have to wait a certain amount of time.
But yeah, you can still sell that home.
You can still sell that home, pocket money.
Yeah.
There's actually, I made a video on that.
You know, the crazy thing about it is, you know, you could, I'm going to give you this scenario. I was a mortgage loan officer for a while, so I understand how all this works. So let's say that you have missed a couple of payments. No, you can't refinance, but you know, want to pull cash out of your home, but you can still sell your home. So let's say, okay, we take the home, we put the home on the market, she puts the home on the market, and let's say that you've got $75,000 in equity in that home. Take that $75,000. Of course, you're going to pay your agent, pay all the fees, pay your back whatever you owe on the the loan and so forth. But you take your 50 grand once you're done, and go and rent for a little while. Okay, go and rent. You missed a couple of payments. You're not going to be able to make get into another house for, I think it's 24 months. It might be 12 months. It might be 24 months.
No, it's still 2 years.
It's 2 years.
It's still 2 years when I was talking to my preferred lender this morning.
And then you take that money, put that money into some sort of investment, a CD or something. Let that money grow for a little while. And then, you're renting. Take your cash in 2 years, turn around and go buy yourself another home. And in the meantime, you've got things under control. You're not freaking out about things. You're living life. You're getting credit cards paid back down, or whatever the case is. The other thing is you could even take, 10,000 of that, turn around and pay a bunch of credit cards off, close those credit cards, get the necessary repairs. Oh yeah, leave a couple open.
Leave 2 open.
But don't run them above 30%.
Right.
And then make the necessary repairs on your vehicle so your vehicles last a while, and take the rest of the money, put the money away, so not into a savings account but into a CD or something where you can't touch it. And then in 2 years you come back out, you can buy yourself another house, and you're still using your equity from the previous home.
Yes, because when you have a CD account, it's literally a closed account. You can't touch it because there's penalty fees on that. There's penalties on that. The interest rate is a much higher, because right now
it's 10 times
it's
what it would
minimum.
be. Yeah.
Minimum 10 times. Yeah. So then by the time that 2 years is over and you're ready to look into buying a house, you literally have a down payment and most of your closing costs.
And not only that, you have a relationship with your bank now with the CD. They're going to look at what kind of investments have you had, what have you done, and that's going to that's going to take care of some things too. I mean, it's not going to qualify you, but it'll help you get in the door.
It'll get you started.
It'll get you started.
It'll get you started.
How do people get in contact with you to learn more about what it is that you do, to go to your website? How do people get in contact with you?
So my website is the Kano'iRealtyGroup.com, and then whether you have tax questions or real estate questions, it's the same phone number, 916-730-3667.
Perfect. Give her a call, cruise over to the website. Any questions that you've got, if you didn't catch that, just shoot me a message, drop a message in the comments below, get you two in contact. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
And then we'll see you guys next time for the next one. See you around. Bye-bye.
Bye.